Hi, I'm Sandra and this is a message for Paul Henderson. Paul Henderson, one of our, if not our biggest Canadian hero, somebody who we all know and we all love, because you brought us victory in 1972 at that amazing Canada-Russia game that everybody who was anybody that was alive on the planet at that time was watching on television. And your whole Team Canada and everything you represented at that time caused Canada to become victorious over the Russians in a hockey game. And because nothing ever happens by accident, and there's reason for everything, Paul, at that time in your life, and this time as well, this energy that you carry, this lifetime, is that of Goliath. And the Bible talks about the story of when David slew Goliath, and it made him a hero. And the reason it was such a hero, because Goliath was such a formidable presence. He was the biggest, the strongest Philistine. He knocked over anything in his path. And so for some small little shepherd to take 5 stones and go up against this mighty giant and render him dead, it was an amazing story. But remember, the energy that you carried at the time of being Goliath was that of being unstoppable, was the energy, the big energy of being victorious. And that's the energy you carry. And you took that energy, and God used you with that energy that day, and you became one of our heroes. So it makes no, it's no wonder that when we found out as Canadians that you had cancer and you're not feeling well, so many of our hearts are praying for you, are saying to you, please God, make Paul well. Let Paul beat cancer. Let this foe that is come against you, that threatens your very life and your existence, we would like that to be removed and let Paul live. And Paul, the message I bring to you, because God works through me and speaks through me, is that He's already made you well. He's already made you well. And that this healing that you will receive from God is of God, and another testimony of God's power and the miracles that God works. And He is working right now another miracle through you. So as you watch this, there's people that are praying for you. There's the population of Canada, and hopefully people throughout the world who are praying now that God will work a miracle in you. And I'm telling you that that is what He is saying to me. I have been trying very hard to get in touch with you. I know where you live, and I've wanted to knock on the door and talk to you several times, but I didn't want to risk you thinking that I was crazy or something. And you know, I'm sure that could happen to you. So how do you know if someone's coming to your door, if they carry God or the truth or what? So this is my way of communicating. I also was trying to communicate you through another individual, a healing lady that your friend Robert Reed knows and is probably trying to get in contact with you. I thought that that was God's plan on how I was to meet you. And then I've just been feeling you and feeling your energy so much lately, and to the point where I know I have to meet you. And the reason I have to meet you is to have you sign my book, because you're one of God's 500. I actually knew this about, I don't know, 5 or 6 years ago. I have a list of angels that I'm to collect, and you're on my page of celebrities here. I have a number of celebrities come up, but you're right along Bono, Bruce Springsteen, Michael Jordan, Bobby Orr, Wayne Gretzky, Justin Bieber, Sidney Crosby, Paul Henderson, Margaret Trudeau. So you're in that list of wonderful, amazing people that are to someday meet me and sign this amazing book. I actually was on a cruise 7 years ago in Alaska, and you were on the boat, and I saw you, but I was too nervous to come and say hi, so I didn't. But here I am sitting out telling my neighbor about you and how I feel God's wanting me to see you, to get in touch with you, and I wasn't sure how. And doesn't my neighbor sit here and say, well, I know where his daughter lives. She just lives around the corner. And so off we go to your daughter's house, who wasn't home, and tried to leave a message that I have a message to give you. And so today I realized that actually this is the way I'm to tell you. And you're to hear it from me. So, Paul, look forward to meeting you. And the other thing we share, the most thing that's dearest to my heart, is that you're from Lucknow, and my cottage is located at the end of Highway 86. I grew up there on Amberley Beach with my grandparents. They have a cottage up there, and to this day I rent the cottage right beside it. So I am actually in Schmid's cottage, which is phenomenal because if you remember on Main Street in Lucknow, there's Schmid's Jewelry, same guy. So this is his son and his wife that I rent from. But Mr. Schmid, I've known him all my life. I used to go to his jewelry store in downtown Lucknow all the time, and he always gave me a gift to take home. So my little validation for you is when you're in Lucknow, drive canny. Hope to hear from you. God bless you and your family and everyone. Thank you for praying for Paul and his family. Amen.